welcome back. My name is Jeffy and this is my best friend, Android the Chihuahua. Today we're going to be doing a super fun soap design. I had the idea after seeing a 90s themed nail polish. It was a white base with little black speckles all throughout and some pops of color. And I was really excited when I saw that because I just knew that we could do it in soap. Android is going to give us a very quick rundown of all the supplies needed for this project. Item number 1, 20-ounce silicone from Brambleberry. Item number 2, a jar of poppy seeds. 2 different ways to turn our soap white: titanium dioxide pigment and super pearly white mica. I absolutely love mixing these two. It gives a beautiful white. Not just 1, not 2, but 3 soaps that I have previously made. These soaps are actually really good smelling and I made them pretty recently. I just don't want to have this size in my shop anymore. I want to get everything to a nice uniform size of bars, so we are going to be reusing these in our project today, and that's just going to save me a little bit of time from making blocks of colored melt and pour. If you're doing this at home, really all this is colored melt and pour, and I did it in a swirl, but honestly for this project it would probably be better in single colors. So to catch up to this spot, just color some melt and pour, throw it in a mold, and you'll be ready to go. To get us started, I'm just going to unwrap these soaps. Next, I'm just going to want to cut these into some shapes. So this is 3 smells here. This one is peach, this one is strawberry, and this one is cotton candy. I'm really loving all of these scents together. To make some embeds for the top of this project, I'm going to be using this little silicone mold. I got it on eBay. You can find these in a lot of different places. They're meant for resin. I will try and link one of them in the comments section below in case you want to use one of these as well. At this point in time, I want to take just a little bit of my melt and pour, and I want to put it in a little cup to melt in the microwave. Then we're going to fill this with 1 of each color. That way we have some little embeds for the top of our soap. I kind of just guessed how much melt and pour of each color we're going to be using. This mold is pretty small, so it really won't take that much. I just took a folded up piece of paper and swiped it across the top. That made everything even, and it'll make it super easy for us to unmold. All of our embeds are completely prepared. I love these teeny shapes, and I'm extra in love with the fact that our blue has those sparkles. They really just sunk to the bottom of our mold, which is the front of our embeds. It's crazy though, because if you turn them over, you can see that there's no sparkle on that side. So really, they all just sunk to the bottom, and that looks so cool. I wish there was sparkle on all of these. The orange ones are a little sparkly, but not like the blue. And the pink doesn't really have any glitter at all. For this project, I think I'm going to use 1.5 teaspoons of each of these colors. Our white color is almost ready. I'm going to add a little bit of our oil to this and give it a mix, and that'll make it into a really nice paste, and that'll just help our colors disperse a lot better when we add them to our lye water. Next, I want to get ready a little bit more scent oil to put in the white batter we're making. I don't have any more of this peach color, but I do have more of the cotton candy and watermelon. I'm just going to pour a little bit of each of those into this cup. I shook the color stabilizer before I poured it, and it made this really cool foam. My oil and my lye water are about 10 degrees apart, so I'm going to add them together now and give them a good stir. Normally I would use my stick blender for this, but I'm in the middle of a move and I can't find it, so I'm going to try and use that whisk. I feel like everything is mixed to a really light trace, so now I'm going to go ahead and add in our white colorant. I'm just going to give that a really nice stir. Then I'm going to add my fragrance oil and my color stabilizer. I made the exact amount of white batter that we would need to fill our entire little mold, which is 20 ounces. So what I'm going to do is weigh all of the pieces we're going to put into it. Then I'm going to take the same weight of these out of our batter into a separate cup, and we're going to use that for our soap icing. I'm going to pour in about 1 capful of these little poppy seeds. All right, that looks about good to me. That might even be a little bit too much, but that's okay for this design. To get all of our embeds to stick inside of our loaf, we're going to want to spritz it really well with alcohol and just kind of toss it around, make sure that everything gets really well coated with that alcohol. Once you think your batter is thick enough, you're just going to pour all of your embeds in. I love all these little pieces. That looks so cool. So now we have our mold here, and I'm just going to go ahead and pour all of our batter in. All right, our wet soap looks absolutely gorgeous. Our icing is pretty thick, so I'm going to throw in some more poppy seeds. I've used the rest of our soap mixture to top off our soap loaf, and I gave it a nice little swirl on the top. Now I'm just going to place all of our little embeds on the top of our soap. And I'm pushing my embeds just down deep enough that the soap will cure around them and kind of seal them in. Alright, I would say that this looks pretty well covered. Now I'm going to put this in my oven that has been preheated to the lowest setting and leave it there for 24 hours. I've pulled our bar out of the mold and the top of it looks absolutely amazing. I'm in love with our shapes and our colors. So this is the inside cut of our bar. I'm absolutely in love with all the different shapes that we have going on, and I really love the little black dots as well. If you enjoyed this video, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing to see more fun soaping projects. I'll see you again next time. Bye!